on, JDM crew? As you might see from this interior, I'll be presenting an R34 today. And well, we've had our share of R34s over the years. This one is, okay, not as low mileage as some of our others. There's plenty low. We've only got about 41,000, almost 41,500 on the clock, so not much, really. Very low mileage. And this is a 2001, by the way. And what makes this unique is I have a leather interior here. I'm sitting in a nice leather semi-bucket seat. And very comfortable, actually. I don't think there are any mods on here besides this Navi system. So the sales team didn't even give me any information about this other than, hey guy, you got an M-Spec newer to do a video about. And I'm like, oh great, tell me more. And well, there's not much more. It's an M-Spec, you know, not the M-Spec newer. This is actually the M-Spec that came out about 6 to 8 months ahead of the Nürburgring editions and the V-Spec 2 and Nürburgring, all that, you know, which was in 2002. So yes, this is a 2001. So for those of you guys in the States, I'm sorry, can't send it over just yet. But we got a beautiful pearl white exterior, and inside, because it's an M-Spec, we've got this leather interior, which it does smell fantastic. It's quite fresh. With such low mileage, it's yep. All right, now I'm finally picking up enough speed to get into 6th gear. There we go. Transmission works really good. Probably still the original clutch, just because these things will last a good while. And this is well taken care of, so they didn't really beat it up. Yeah, the interior is just fantastic. Also, the engine bay. This video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than some of our others because there's not really a list of parts for me to give because it's original. We've got the stock airbox, we've got the stock exhaust, and yeah, pretty much stock for an M-Spec, which is really great, by the way. That Mizuno tuned, you know, from the legendary Nissan guy. You guys could read up more about it. It was pretty fascinating. But yeah, overall, this OEM suspension, yeah, basically, whenever we get up into the V-Spec 2 level, these R34s, compared to like the regular R34 GTRs, compared to the original V-Spec, the V-Spec 2, the Nürburgring edition, M-Spec, M-Spec newer, I am definitely a fan of their tuning with the suspension because it's usually one of the first things I tell people to switch out right away if you're going to be modding a car. Suspension and braking is usually a pretty good area to go if you're not adding an intake and exhaust, but like pretty much a lot of those basic mods will get you a lot more oomph, a little bit more fun driving, but this, like, it's really smooth. While I'm driving on this regular highway here, there's plenty of bumps. It's pretty smooth for the most part, but there's a couple of areas that I think they could probably give a little more love to. But as it stands, though, this has been really good. And also with the OEM wheels and tires, it's pretty smooth. Yeah, overall, very good handling and very quiet. I would say this is like the gentleman's sports car just because it's just really nice and smooth, comfortable. But you definitely got over 300 horsepower. As you know, with like the M-Specs and up into the newers, it's like well over 300, or it's in the low to mid 300 range. So still very nice. But yeah, you guys are probably not going to be hearing much from here. You know, maybe let's see if you can hear some of my downshifting and rev matching as we slow down for this light that's coming up. I'll try to get a little more rev out of that, but yeah, not loud at all, but really, really nice. So yes, an M-Spec newer. Exterior, you guys are gonna like some of the additional trimmings. It does have the front lip that are on these later editions, like from the V-Spec 2 onward, and yeah. It's stock. I do apologize that there's not much more I could say about it. So let's just fast forward to the warehouse and I'll show you guys the exterior and a little bit more of the interior just because it is absolutely clean. I definitely am just really nice. Feels good. to be sitting in this. I'll tell you that much. If you guys had the chance to sit in this car, you'd just be like, wow, you know, I like the brushed trimmings here and everything. You know, even though we've had some really crazy modified ones come through recently, just yeah, something that's original like this, very tasteful. If you guys have seen some of our much older videos, I'm definitely a fan of the V-Spec 2 Nürburgring edition, and the M-Spec and M-Spec Newer are up there as well. So, you know, nice. Also, it's a little bit chilly today, so I'll do my best when we do the walk around. So let's fast forward to that, and I'll show you guys this beautiful Pearl. So as you guys might have noticed, you can't really hear a whole lot out of that, but it does get up through the RPMs no problem. Very smooth. And also this transmission, good old 6-speed, it's working great. So yeah, just wanted to at least give you a little taste of the performance, but this is stock, so we're not really hearing a whole lot, but it feels good. Well, right here on the interior, you can see that we do have those really nice leather seats. So that's definitely what sets the M-Specs apart from all of the other versions. Dash is looking good right there. And for the mileage, definitely want to show you this. Just over 41,000 kilometers. And we do have this Carrozzeria Navi system. Everything is good to go. I'm not so sure about the speakers, but definitely the Navi system is there with a hard drive and CD and DVD capabilities, so it's up to you. And there's the OEM shift knob, and I'll step out of here for a second, give you guys a better view of the driver's seat as well as the rear, because well, it's all leather on the interior here, which is really great. And a really nice upholstery there. And here we go with the rear seats, and the carpeting and everything's all real good. Smells great, by the way. No sag in the headboard there. So all in all, it's just looking really good here. And this is OEM, by the way, so there's, other than the Navi system, that's pretty much the only mod that we actually have here. And I'll pump the trunk and the hood so we can get a closer look there. All right, and starting from the trunk here, you can see that nice pearl white, which we'll examine a little bit better shortly. See the trunk space here. Plenty of it with the whole R34 series. It's not much different from the R33s. And here we can see the tools here, and underneath here, the unused spare tire. Got M-Spec right there. And OEM exhaust as well. So pretty much everything on here is OEM. You can see the rear carbon fiber diffuser. So with the V-Spec 2s and this one, and later on the Nürburgring editions, they all have carbon diffusers on there. The Z-Tune doesn't have it. They actually have additional coolers underneath. So, and some of the differences there I thought I'd point out to you if you guys are looking at all of these different models and what makes them significantly different. And of course, for the M-Spec, these came out in May of 2001, and of course the V-Spec 2 Nürburgring editions, and later the M-Spec Newer was after that as well. And of course here, no modifications, we've just got the OEM air filter box, intakes, and the, of course, M-Spec intercooler there. So pretty much this is as stock as it gets. I mean, they didn't even give me a parts list with the sales team. You guys can also verify these numbers on your favorite registry. Definitely good to know, and really awesome. But yeah, like, I like seeing modified ones, and I also like seeing original ones, and this being plenty low mileage there, it's really nice to see this in such great shape. And so there you go. I mean, there's not much I can tell you about it other than the specs that you can read about online, and that these are original. And let's have a closer examination at this exterior, because it is just gorgeous. No fade in any panels that I've seen. Got the original wheels. Even the headlights are looking pretty good here. Usually you get a little bit of oxidation on those, but since this one hadn't been driving too much, hasn't been damaged or you know, getting that layer yellowing, so it's pretty good. We got the OEM Brembos, by the way, but I'll look closer on the other side where there's a little bit better lighting. And I'll try to get some different angles here, if it can focus. It's just very reflective. I'll show the roof also in a little bit. And as you can see, even the suspension, so everything is original M-Spec. And just look a little bit at this pearl, and yeah, see, even the camera's having a little bit of a hard time focusing due to the reflections on there, so it's trying to focus on what's near and far at the same time. So there you go. Well, there you have it, folks. Another fine R34 coming in through the JDM EXPO inventory. And if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to hit up our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. They can let you know about this vehicle or any others that you might be interested in. Make sure to check out our other videos and our website. But if there's something in particular that you're looking for, don't hesitate to ask, and they can start the search for you. We definitely have partners all over the country, and also we make contact with private sellers very often for certain finds, and they can definitely help you with that. Also, if you have any questions about the process, don't hesitate. They'll be able to answer those as well, or at least lead you to the right direction in finding out locally, because wherever you are in the world, regulations are a bit different, especially for these models. You know, in the US, still not available, since this is, you know, we're in the 2001 range. Still not ready yet, but very rare already. And also, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can definitely DM us, and those will all go to our sales team, and they'll be able to help you out there within about 24 hours or so. And they've been pretty busy lately, so give or take a few hours, they should be able to get back to you within about a day or so. All right, guys, as always, definitely glad to show one of these to you. I know this one wasn't really crazy on any of the tuning, but it is an M-Spec, so it's plenty good as it is, and really nice and comfortable with that leather interior. I wasn't really a fan at first with those when I saw them a couple of years ago, but then they kind of grew on me. Just definitely the freshness. It's really nice. Very it's the gentleman sports car, but everybody knows it's definitely got that heart of Godzilla. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you around in the next one. Take care.